on Professor Shiny's final. Today we're going to teach you guys how to calculate the t-statistic to be able to draw conclusions about the null hypothesis.
So the first thing you're going to do is write down all of the given numbers for how many pounds of apples were eaten, which is 29, 37, 41, and 53. You're going to add them up to get the X bar total, which equals 40. The next step you're going to do is subtract each given number from 40. So you do 29 minus 40, 37 minus 40, 41 minus 40, and 53 minus 40. So the differences are negative 11, negative 3, 1, and 13. The next step is going to be to square each one of the numbers. So you're going to do negative 11 squared, negative 3 squared, 1 squared, and 13 squared. After that, you're going to get 121, 9, 1, and 169. After that, you're going to sum up all four numbers to get the sum of squares equals 300. Yay! Next, you're going to solve for the standard deviation by doing the square root of the sum of squares over the sample size minus 1. So the numbers you're going to put in is the square root of 300 over 4 minus 1, which equals the square root of 100, which then gives you 10. So now we are going to put all of the numbers we solved for into the equation for the t-statistic. So the numbers we solved for were x bar equals 40, the standard deviation equals 10, the expected value is 46.1, and the sample size is 4. And the equation for the t-statistic is observed minus expected over sigma hat divided by the square root of the sample size. Now we're going to put in the numbers that we solved, which is 40 minus 46.1 over 10 divided by the square root of 4, which then equals negative 6.1 over 5, which gives us our t-statistic of negative 1.22. First, the equation to find the degree of freedom is sample size minus 1, which is 4 minus 1, which gives you a degree of freedom of 3. So given that the degree of freedom of 3, and the question states that it's a two-tailed test with alpha equaling 0.05, you can conclude that the critical value is going to be 3.182. And our t-statistic was negative 1.22, which is less than the critical value of 3.182. So therefore, you can conclude that you're going to fail to reject the null, and you cannot conclude that UCI students are different than the average American.
Bye! Thanks for watching, guys. We hope this was helpful, and good luck on the